I will begin. I'm going to start sharing my presentation. I am a developmental pediatrician by background. That is, मैं एक बच्चों की डॉक्टर हूँ, पीडियाट्रिशियन हूँ, और मेरा खास इंटरेस्ट ऐसे बच्चों में है जिनको विकलांगता है या डिसेबिलिटीज हैं. We do 4 things at Umeed. We provide care to children with disabilities and their families. We provide training like we are doing today. We are engaged in research, and we are advocates who believe in empowering children and families. हमारी हमेशा ये कोशिश रहती है कि जो बच्चे और जिनको विकलांगता है और उनके परिवार हैं वो खुद के लिए बोल सके और खुद के एडवोकेट्स बन सके. Along with me, I have my 3 colleagues. Shaman Mehrotra. Shaman, raise your hand. Shaman Mehrotra जो हमारे स्कूल आउटरीच टीम के हेड हैं और हमारे मेंटल हेल्थ टीम के एक सदस्य हैं. याशना जो हमारे मेंटल हेल्थ टीम के सदस्य हैं, और प्रवीण जो हमारे मेंटल हेल्थ टीम के सदस्य हैं. और हम चारों आज आपके साथ इस इम्पोर्टेंट विषय पे बात करेंगे, इस चर्चा करेंगे. So, Shaman, over to you, and I will keep moving the slides as you tell me to.
Sure. So जैसे दिव्या ने बताया कि our topic for today is just talking about mental health in the time of the pandemic, और हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं हमारे खुद के लिए, schools के लिए, जहाँ पे हम संस्था में काम करते हैं. What can we do to really support the mental health of ourselves and the people we work with during the pandemic? But before we begin, I just want to go through 2-3 things that are very important for the next hour and a half. So I think part of the reason when we have some of these sessions, हमारे लिए बहुत ही important है कि एक safe space हो. And जब भी मैं safe space के बारे में बात कर रही हूँ, मेरा ये मतलब है कि there is no blame, no shame और no guilt. तो हम यहाँ पे शर्म और दोष के बारे में बिल्कुल भी बात नहीं करेंगे. It is not about feeling shameful or blaming other people, but it's really important कि हम ये 3 चीज से थोड़ा दूर रहे. So that is one very important thing for us. दूसरी जो चीज है, something that we really want to in terms of making a safe space keep sacred, is के the word that we use is confidentiality, कि जिस चीज के बारे में हम यहाँ पे बात करेंगे वह यहीं पे रहेगी. So if you are in we're going to go into breakout rooms, हम छोटे रूम्स में भी बढ़ जाएंगे after a time, and जो भी वहाँ पे जो हम बातें करेंगे वो वहाँ तक ही रहेगी. It's important कि अगर आप कोई दूसरा अगर आप कोई कुछ कह रहा है, आप उनसे कंसेंट लेके फिर आप वो बात शेयर कीजिए. Because it is not, I mean, what stays here, people कभी अपने बहुत ही प्राइवेट किस्से सुनाते हैं, and it's not fair that we share what other people are saying without consent. So what is shared here stays here. Of course, जो आप सीख रहे हैं यहाँ से, आप प्लीज लेके जाइए, आप प्लीज बांटिए वो जो आप सीख रहे हैं. That is very important. And the other thing is that we need to trust that learning is a process. So जो आप आज यहाँ पे सुन रहे हैं, शायद आपको आज खाली 1-2 चीज stand out करेंगे, या आप 1-2 चीज साथ लेके जाएंगे. When you think about what we spoke about today, tomorrow, शायद आपको कुछ दूसरा सूझेगा और आप कुछ उसका दूसरा मतलब निकालेंगे, and that's also okay. किसी के लिए यहाँ पे 1-1.5 घंटे में आपको ज्यादा उभर के आएगा, किसी के लिए शायद थोड़ा कम उभर के आएगा, and that's okay, because सबके experiences अलग है, सबके stories अलग है. So you have to just trust that learning is a process, वो होता रहेगा. Okay, so moving on, पहले start करने से पहले, one of the things that we like to do is just check in. When I use the word check in, मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि आप अगर अपने past हफ्ते के बारे में सोचे, or just think about the past few days that I mean today, given today is a Friday, maybe if you just think about this last week, and let us know how are you feeling at this moment. Just pause for about 10-15 seconds और ये सोचिए कि अभी इस वक्त अगर आप पिछले हफ्ते के बारे में सोचे, आपको क्या महसूस हो रहा है? What are you feeling right now at this moment? I'm feeling very excited to be with all of you all. I think it's a huge privilege for me. So I've been looking forward this entire week to being with you all. So I'm feeling excited and privileged. Vandana is feeling fairly upbeat, restless, curious, pensive, refreshed. Okay. Numb and overwhelmed. Happiness, happy and confident. Oh my gosh, it's scrolling up too fast. Okay. You know, the good thing about chats is sometimes it just takes one person to start. जो एक बंदा जो जिसने chat में एक बार ही जो लिखा, after that suddenly people start pouring their responses in, which is great. Sometimes I may miss something on the chat because वो बहुत जल्दी ऊपर scroll करता जाता है, but we will try. I mean, all of us are looking at it, missing the children and feeling glad to be connected with them. Okay, relaxed, excited, wondering. A lot of people have said joyful, happy, positive, great. And a fair amount of people have said overwhelmed also. So, okay, hopeful, curious, excited. Lots of happies, that's great. Relieved, relaxed, engaged. Super. So I'm gonna, let you guys just continue to put it in that chat, and then maybe we can, like I said, pick it up a little bit later and talk about it as we go along. But one of the things that we often start with, given that we're talking about the mental health in the pandemic, is जब भी हम मानसिक स्वास्थ्य के बारे में बात करते हैं, I want to get from just an understanding, and again you all can put it in the chat as we go along. What do you all think is mental health? If we can just have a few responses before I move on, कि जब भी आप मानसिक स्वास्थ्य के बारे में सोचते हैं, आपको क्या लगता है वो क्या है? Just gonna give it 2-3 seconds. Emotional well-being. Okay, thank you, Kalpana. Maybe just 1 or 2 more responses. Mentally healthy. Okay. Okay. And there is no, when we ask you questions, I think one of the things, it's about how we are feeling. There's no right or wrong answer. Kabhi bhi there's no, there's no sahi galat jawab nahi hote hain. It's really about, I've put this image here because हम लोग सब WhatsApp से काफी familiar है, I'm assuming, or या when we are online, बहुत सारे जो chatting apps आते हैं वहाँ पे emojis रहते हैं, and these are typically what you see in terms of emojis. So when I ask people this कि आपको क्या लगता है कि mental health क्या है या मानसिक स्वास्थ्य क्या है, बहुत सारे लोग मुझे ऐसे बोलते हैं कि it's about being happy, हंसने के बारे में है, it's about being positive all the time, and वो गलत नहीं है, but mental health is also about being able to express and experience all kinds of emotions. So जब आप WhatsApp पे जाएंगे, जब आप किसी को मैसेज भेजेंगे and you press, instead of typing, आप वो बटन पे जाएंगे जहाँ पे emojis है, ये पूरा डब्बा खुल जाता है, because it's really important when we're talking about mental health to be able to express and articulate all of these feelings. It's not just only constantly being smiley. While that may be, larger goal हो सकता है, सबके लिए या काफी सारे लोगों के लिए, it is also the process about being mentally healthy. And that process involves being able to actually experience and share and express all kinds of emotions. So just in terms, आगे बढ़ते, just in terms of जब भी मैं definition के बारे में बात करूँ, it's really, talking about, जो हम सोचते हैं, जो हम महसूस करते हैं, जो हमारा व्यवहार है, mental health is all about those things. And जब हम स्पष्ट तरीके से इन सब चीज को articulate कर सकते हैं या, express कर सकते हैं, that is what mental health is actually about. Someone has also said it's control over different emotions, and like I said, यहाँ पे जितने भी messages आ रहे हैं chat पे, none of those are wrong. There is no right or wrong, but it's a combination of everything that everybody has written in the chat. So think of mental health as this large thing that everybody is talking about when you look through the chat. Okay, so the reason actually we are talking about mental health today also is because when we are talking about जो हम सोचते हैं, जो हम महसूस करते हैं, जो हमारा व्यवहार है, that also influences the way we look at each other. We look at look at other people that we relate with, and it sort of informs our relationship with ourselves, with others, and also the decisions we make. And that's why it becomes a sort of important piece to talk about today, because oftentimes, हमारे experience में, हमें ऐसा महसूस हुआ है कि oftentimes mental health के बारे में लोग बात ही नहीं करते, and so we want to take these opportunities to get people to think about mental health and your own mental health as well as the mental health of people around you, because it does influence your your relationship with yourself, but also your relationship with the people that you are constantly in contact with. So That's just very briefly, talking about mental health. But I'm going to put this question out there and give you 10 seconds to think about this. And while you're thinking about it, we're actually going to show you a little bit of a video. Or ये जो वीडियो हम दिखाने वाले हैं, and the question is, why do you think mental health is important? So आपको क्यों लगता है कि मानसिक स्वास्थ्य important है? And while you're actually thinking about that, we're showing you this video. ये वीडियो जो हम दर्शाने वाले हैं, it's specifically in the context of parents and children, but just to keep in mind when you're watching that video that it actually relates to any adult in a child's life. So just look at it with that lens, even though it's made specifically in the context of kids and parents.
Dear parents, we conducted a mental health survey in one of India's leading colleges. The study was based on the Adverse Childhood Experiences questionnaire. We asked 219 students if their family knew about their struggles and if they felt supported by them. Here's what we found. Do you tell your parents what you're going through? Is there anything you wish they knew?
I struggle with depression,
anxiety,
suicidal thoughts,
Past trauma.
my sexuality.
If you did tell your parents, what do you think they would say?
पागल हो गए हो क्या? पढ़ाई पे ध्यान क्यों नहीं देते? दूसरों को देखो कितने अच्छे मार्क्स आए। अरे लोग क्या कहेंगे? ये तुम्हारी बुरी हरकतें बंद कर दो।
More than 50% of the students said yes. But if you can tell your parents one thing, it would be,
I'm not as tough as I seem.
stop comparing me to others.
I struggle with asking you for help.
try and be open-minded.
I've been having suicidal thoughts.
what do you wish your parents would say to you?
That they take me seriously.
That if it's important to me, it's important to them.
That they care.
I wish they listen to me and support me.
So after seeing that video, what we'd like to do is actually put you, break out into smaller rooms. So हम छोटे-छोटे rooms में बढ़ जाएंगे अभी, and we really want to talk about a few things in terms of how the last couple of months has been. So what we are going to do is Yashna, Praveen, Vibha और मैं 4 अलग breakout room में जाएंगे, 4 हिस्सों में बढ़ जाएंगे, and then we'll spend about 25 to 30 minutes with you all in that breakout room and have slightly smaller group discussions, and then we'll come back into this larger group and we'll move ahead from there. So Divya, if you could put us into 4 breakout rooms. सबको पता है breakout room. I'm just going to go over it. Vibha, if you can just share that slide. जब ये दिव्या हमको breakout room में डालेगी, on your screens you'll get a little pop-up box. एक ऐसा box दिखाई देगा like this on the left, जो आप left side पे देख सकते हैं, which will ask you to click on the join button to go into your breakout room. And after that, it takes a few seconds depending on your internet bandwidth to actually move into that screen where you'll be with a smaller group of people. So when this little box pops up, जब ये छोटा सा डब्बा आपकी screen पे आएगा, you just have to click on the join button and you'll be in your breakout room. Yeah, while we're waiting for the breakout rooms, I really want to read out what Vasudha has said. She said mental health is important because otherwise we just go about acting out our emotions instead of expressing them in the hope of getting help. Thank you for that, Vasudha. I think, it is, it is so important to talk about the fact that, we need to start expressing it, or we need to start asking for help. I think, हमारे जो communities हैं, हमारा जो cultural जो स्थितियां हैं, we end up feeling कि mental health के बारे में बात करना या mental health के लिए, मदद मांगना is a stigma. And so people don't talk about it. And, the reason we like to have some of these conversations, because that sometimes is a first step to talk about mental health without any stigma. And like I said, bina dosh ke, bina sharm ke. So thank you for bringing that up. It was a little bit cut short, but it always is like that.
I think all of us felt that we wanted to hear much, much more. There was such richness of experiences. Shamin, I'm going back to our PowerPoint so that you can carry on from there.
Yeah, and for all the groups, I don't know whether Yashna, Praveen, and Vibha mentioned, but when जब हमने ऐसी जो conversation की थी उम्मीद में, we had just asked people के वो अपने मानसिक स्वास्थ्य के लिए क्या करते हैं, what are the small and not so small things, and we spoke about the word जुगाड़ जो हम उम्मीद में बहुत ज़्यादा use करते हैं, बहुत ही बम्बैया हिंदी word है, but what are those sort of adjustments and life hacks we used? Lots of people came up with lots of things. So someone said, limbu pani banana. Someone said plants, gardening karna. Someone said khana banana. Someone said just chai and relaxation. And what we did is we've just tried to capture all of that ek document pe. And fortunately, we had available someone who was very creative on our team and who was able to put this down in a visual form. So हमने ये एक visual capture किया है. And what we've done is कि फिलहाल तो हमने सबको WhatsApp कर लिया है ये picture, but we are hoping that eventually, maybe when we get back to the physical space, we will print this and put it up, just as a visual reminder of some of the things that we can do to take care of our mental health, and not only some of the things that we do, but we can even borrow ideas from other people. हम एक दूसरे के ideas को borrow करके we can try new things that perhaps we've not thought about before. So this is just one way. If you'd like to have a similar conversation in your schools or in your organizations, it's one way of doing that and putting it out there for people to sort of be reminded of it. Okay, and then just coming back to now that हम लोग breakout room के बाहर है, I just wanted to put this question out there for everybody, and feel free to put it in the chat. Maybe we can just spend a minute or two on this. What was this experience like of just sharing, how this last few months has been, talking about mental health, sharing some of your personal stories? What was that experience like for a lot of you all? तो ये एक्सपीरियंस जो शेयर करने का जो एक्सपीरियंस रहा आपके लिए छोटे से ब्रेकआउट रूम में, आपके लिए कैसा रहा वो एक्सपीरियंस? कल्पना has said it's easier to share with strangers. Kल्पना, I completely agree. जो हमारे when we work, and I'm sure Yashna, Praveen and Vibha probably resonate with this, कि कभी-कभी जब भी हम लोग sessions लेते हैं, we don't know some of these people initially, but जो sharing जो आती है वो बहुत personal, बहुत rich होते हैं, and it's just because they don't know us, they feel more comfortable to share. So thank you. Came to know about each other's activities. Okay. I felt I was not alone with the reality. Great. Okay. Good to hear other people, what other people are going through. Felt everyone. Yeah, this, there's a common theme I've been hearing, कि everybody sailing in the same boat. I'm not feeling alone. I think it's so important, right? Because कभी-कभी हमें ऐसा लगता है कि क्या मेरे साथ ही ऐसा हो रहा है? क्या जो भी मुझे जो anxiety आ रही है मेरी जिंदगी में, is it only me? क्या हो रहा है? क्या चल रहा है? But just to understand that बहुत सारे लोग similar experiences से गुजर रहे हैं, it just makes it so much. It makes it a feeling of comfort almost. It makes it a feeling of being together and togetherness. So absolutely. Feel connected, feel like we're all co-travelers. Absolutely. And yeah, Vishnu has said, learn many things from everyone. And I think part of our intention, Vishnu, yahi raha hai ki we can borrow from each other's ideas in terms of how we can sort of support our own mental health and the mental health of others. Okay, I agree, Ranjana. I wish we had some more time. Unfortunately, we don't. So I'm actually going to, take a pause there and ask Vibha to just move on, because I know we don't have too much time. We want to leave some time for questions. So feel free to keep them coming, because we will be looking through the chat later on too. So feel free to continue to type in the chat. Go ahead, Vibha.
Okay, so I'm going to continue, and before I go into the next part, I just want to thank Praveen and Yashna for facilitating the small groups for us. I know that they will have to leave soon because they have other commitments, but big thank you, Praveen and Yashna. So what I'm going to do now is I want to share with all of you, मैं आपके साथ share करना चाहती हूँ कि उम्मीद में हमने इस experience को किस तरीके से अपनाया और किस तरीके से हमारे साथ जो काम करते हैं उनके साथ share किया. So I want to share with you a little bit about that. So Umeed actually works in many communities. हम लोग बहुत सारे communities में work करते हैं जो कि लो इनकम कम्युनिटीज हैं, और बहुत सारे अर्बन स्लम्स हैं, कुछ रूरल पुअर एरियाज हैं, और वहाँ पे हम बहुत छोटे बच्चों के साथ काम करते हैं, 0 to 6 इयर्स के एज ग्रुप में। तो शुरू शुरू में जब ये लॉकडाउन हुआ मार्च अप्रैल के महीने में, many people felt how can I even talk about such things like child development, education? I can't talk about it. People are struggling for food, people are struggling for medicines, people are struggling because they've lost their jobs. How do I even start talking about this? And then our community health workers went out into the community and they said, the strange thing is, children are at home, parents are at home, बच्चे भी घर में हैं और माँ बाप भी घर में हैं, लेकिन बड़े लोगों में तनाव इतने ज्यादा है, the stress levels are so high in the adults that they are unable to use their time with children. For the first time there are fathers at home, पिताएं घर में हैं, दादाजी नाना जी घर में हैं, लेकिन बच्चे के साथ समय नहीं बिता पाते हैं क्योंकि उनके मन में खुद में इतनी तनाव है, they are so stressed out that they are not able to play with the children or engage with the children, things which we know are extremely important for child development. So Umeed, because we work with children with disabilities and promoting child development, we were very concerned about what is happening to child development. Yehi nahi, we saw that tanav ke wajah se, because of the stress, there were very harsh forms of punishment happening with children. हाथ बहुत जल्दी से उठ जाती थी. Children were getting a lot of corporal punishment. And so we started thinking about, what, forget about education and forget about child development. Let's first focus on caregiver mental health. जो लोग देखभाल करते हैं, उनके तनाव को, उनके मानसिक स्वास्थ्य के बारे में हमें पहले बात करना चाहिए. But then when we said that, when I said that actually, my team came back to me and said, you're talking about the parents and you're talking about community health workers going to the parents or teachers going to the parents and telling them how to reduce their mental stress. Unka khud ka kya kare, right? Who is going to take care of the care providers? Who is going to take care of the teachers? Who is going to take care of the community health workers? Because they are from the same communities. They also have children. They're also losing their jobs. They also have pay cuts. Who's going to take care of them? So we decided, just like we are taking care ourselves at Umeed of ourselves, the same way we need to first take care of the people who are providing care. So we did 3 sets of workshops. The first workshop we did was to address the mental health of the care providers, the teachers, the community health workers in the community. The second set of workshops we did was to address the mental health of caregivers. See, unless and until you've experienced it yourself, अगर आपने खुद experience नहीं किया होता पिछले 10 मिनट को या 15 मिनट या आधा घंटा को, आप अपने कम्युनिटी को नहीं बता सकते हैं कि मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में बात करना और अपने खुद को ख्याल रखने के लिए जो हम तरीके इस्तेमाल करते हैं उसके बारे में बात करना कितना जरूरी है. You have to experience it in order to provide it to someone else. So workshop 1 was for care providers, workshop 2 was for caregivers, and then workshop 3 was about supporting your child's development in challenging times. Between workshop 1 and 2, we sent a video to the community health workers and teachers whom we were working with. And the video looked like this. I want to share this video with you. ये हिंदी में है, लेकिन ये हमारे पास इंग्लिश में है. We have it in English, we have it in Marathi, and we have it in Gujarati. I invite any of you who's interested to take this from us and translate it into whatever language that you are comfortable in. But I want to share this video with you.
आइए हम माता पिता के मानसिक स्वास्थ्य को सहारा देने वाले कुछ तरीके देखेंगे. आजकल के तनाव भरे समय में माता पिता के शारीरिक और मानसिक स्वास्थ्य पर काफ़ी असर हो रहा है. आपका मानसिक स्वास्थ्य आपके बच्चे के विकास को बढ़ावा देने वाला एक ज़रूरी कारक है. इसलिए इस वीडियो में हम कुछ आसान तरीके देखेंगे जो हमारे मानसिक स्वास्थ्य को सहारा दे सकता है. सबसे पहला तरीका समय पर चीज़ें करना। आजकल समय पर ध्यान रखना मुश्किल हो जाता है। एक तरीका है अपने रोज़ के कामों को एक क्रम से चलाने की कोशिश करें, जैसे समय पर उठना और सोना, पौष्टिक खाना खाना, घर के काम, बच्चों की देखरेख। इससे आपको अपने जीवन के कुछ हिस्सों पर एक नियंत्रण मिलेगा। दूसरा तरीका, छोटी छोटी पसंदीदा चीज़ें करना। खुद के लिए थोड़ा समय निकालकर कुछ छोटी छोटी चीज़ें करें जो आपको बहुत पसंद है, जैसे अपने करीबी दोस्तों से बात करें, चाय ब्रेक ले, गाना सुने या गुनगुनाएं, फेवरेट टीवी सीरियल देखें, परिवार के साथ खेल खेलें। ये करने से हमें चिंताओं के बारे में सोचने से ब्रेक मिलता है। तीसरा तरीका, करीबी लोगों से जुड़ना। अपने करीबी लोगों के साथ जुड़े रहे। व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज करें, ग्रुप वीडियो कॉल या अपने पड़ोसियों के साथ बात कर सकते हैं। इन तनावपूर्ण समय में जब हम अपने लोगों से दूर हैं, ये करने से हमें अकेला महसूस नहीं होगा। चौथा तरीका, चिंता की खिड़की। पूरा दिन चिंता में ना बीत जाए, इसलिए आइए चिंता की खिड़की से मिलते हैं। हर रोज एक ऐसा समय चुनें जब कुछ पलों के लिए आपकी चिंता की खिड़की खुली रहेगी। कोशिश करें कि आप तनाव के बारे में सिर्फ उन पलों में सोचें। खिड़की जब बंद हो जाए, अपना ध्यान खुद पर और दूसरी चीज़ों पे दें। ऐसा करने से आप चिंताओं के बारे में पूरा दिन नहीं सोचेंगे और ये आपको तनाव से दूर रखेगा। पांचवा तरीका, बच्चों के साथ खेलना। अपने बच्चों के विकास को प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए उनके साथ खेलने और बातचीत करने से आप दोनों को खुशी होगी और आपका तनाव भी कम हो सकता है। यह कुछ छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं जो आपको अपना ध्यान रखने में सहारा देगी। इसलिए सोचते हैं हम अपने लिए ऐसी और कौन सी चीज़ें कर सकते हैं। अगर आपको घर पे बहुत तनाव है और आपको सहारे की ज़रूरत हो तो अपने हेल्थ वर्कर दीदी या भैया को संपर्क करें। इसके अलावा आप यह हेल्पलाइन नंबर पे भी संपर्क कर सकते हैं।
Okay, so what was really interesting was after we did this, we shared this video. After the first workshop, we shared this video with all our community health workers and left it up to them and said, आपको जैसे इस्तेमाल करना है आप इस्तेमाल कीजिए। और अलग लोगों ने अलग अलग तरीके से ये वीडियो को इस्तेमाल किया। As you know, many parents have only one phone for the whole family. So kai bari phone of the family used to be with the fathers. The fathers would come home at lunch time and the health worker would have them watch the video in lunchtime. And then she would discuss it with the family. Or sometimes she would go, some families didn't have a phone at all. They would send it either to the neighbor or once they started visiting the homes, they would show it on their phone to them. And then it started some discussion. There were some families who said, you know what, I used the video and I shared it with my child. And my child and I do these activities together. So there are different ways in which we can do it. But what I wanted to call out with you was, unless we address the needs of the care providers, they cannot address the stress of the caregivers, who then will not be able to address how they interact with their children or address the mental health of their children. Shaman, I'll stop there and hand over to you.
Okay, thank you, Vibha. I just wanted to mention one thing that, the video that we showed, it's not in terms of creating any, gender bias or anything like that. It's just what we, have put out there generically, but feel free, like Vibha said, to translate it to any languages and and really not with the intention of creating any gender bias or issues around gender roles. Okay, just in terms of, really quickly, I'm just looking at the time, and I know we don't have too much time left, and we do want to spend some time with questions. I'm going to quickly just go through how we can support mental health in schools, and how can we sort of create that time and space within a school context or within the context of the education organizations that you work in to talk about mental health for children. So one of the things that, we sort of often find in schools that has been useful is something called a check-in. Like we did, it's similar to जो हमने, session के शुरू में किया था, where I just asked you all to take a few seconds and think about, what you are currently feeling. So इसका purpose ये है कि जब भी when we ask people, when we ask our kids, कि आज आपको कैसा महसूस हो रहा है, it helps them to become more aware of, what they are going through at that present moment. And बाद में for a teacher or for whoever it is, the facilitator, or if you're the program manager, whoever is in the context of working with children, in whichever space that you do the check-in, it always gives you an opening for a conversation starter also to talk about, what kids are feeling. So it makes it okay to start talking about feelings and emotions and mental health in general. And, in a classroom situation, कभी-कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि teachers understand better कि ये बच्चे particular तरीके से क्यों behave कर रहे हैं. They understand where these children are coming from. So if, for example, in that class they decide कि, बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो मेरे क्लास में अभी आज, कुछ शायद कल कुछ हुआ था, and today they're feeling very overwhelmed, she might want to change the way she does her class today, given that she's done a check-in and she's understood, बच्चों को क्या महसूस हो रहा है. So it's just a touch base to see, what's going on with kids, and a conversation starter to take up perhaps later on. The other thing that we can also do in terms of a classroom is something that we call circle time. काफी सारे schools में, in fact, I think in all schools circle time किया जाता है, but it किया जाता है जब बच्चे बहुत ही छोटे होते हैं. So usually done in primary, pre-primary, first and second grade, और second grade के बाद it just sort of stops. The intention जब इस circle time का इन छोटे बच्चे के साथ होता है, it's really to promote language development, it's to promote social skills, and then suddenly, schools, they just stop doing circle time. But, Vibhan, me spent a lot of time last couple of years visiting several inclusive schools across India. और काफी सारे ऐसे स्कूल थे. There was one school, for example, in Delhi called the Heritage School that used to do circle time all the way up to 10th grade. And it was very, very important because circle time sort of allows for a discussion of things that people don't generally discuss. So it makes talking easier. In fact, especially when you start it at a young age and then it keeps on going on, you can talk about so many issues in circle time, and what today is still considered to be sensitive issues. So you could talk about mental health concerns, you can talk about sexuality, you can talk about gender roles and gender stereotypes and gender preferences. You can talk about bullying. There are so many things in terms of issues that can be spoken about. And the beauty of circle time is that it is also in terms of creating a safe space. So if it's being done from the beginning, if children are used to talking about this, फिर 7th grade में जब when they reach standard 7 and standard 8 और कुछ हो जाता है, it doesn't become, oh, अभी मैं इसके बारे में कैसे बात करूं? Because they've been used to talking about things. They know that it's okay to talk about anything. And this is a safe space and a safe way in which to do it. So I've just put down some common, basic rules when we're doing circle time that to keep in mind that ideally when circle time is being done, it's important that everybody shares. So as a facilitator, as a teacher, if आप circle time कर रहे हैं, आपको थोड़ा you'll have to watch out for people who are sharing and try and encourage other people, the other children or individuals who are not sharing. But also to keep in mind कि काफी time अगर group बड़ा हो और initially at least कभी-कभी बच्चों को they find it very difficult और वो hesitancy आती है share करने में, and that's also okay. Sometimes it does take time. So to just keep that in mind. And really to go with that belief that everyone's voice and opinions matter. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ 2-3 बच्चे जो loud है क्लास में, जो बहुत ही articulate है, वो हमेशा ही बात करते रहें. It's important to sort of hear everybody in that group. And initially to begin with, आप कोई theme based topic से चालू कर सकते हैं, because sometimes if it's never been done in your organization or in your school, it might be difficult to go in there and start talking about a topic that even you're not feeling very comfortable about. because we've not, so for example, as a teacher, sometimes as a teacher, I may not be comfortable talking about sexuality. So to go in there and talk about sexuality might be hard. But maybe if you pick a theme or a topic that's currently happening in school or something that is of interest to the children, you start with that. And once the sort of comfort, there is more comfort, there is more confidence, there is more confidentiality, then you can start talking about topics as you also feel more comfortable along with the children. Okay, moving on from circle time, another thing that we found that schools have told us is useful is to do mindfulness activities. And mindfulness activity ka purpose या intention ये रहता है कि it just allows children to sort of focus abhi ke moment mein. It helps children focus in the present and in the now, so that they're more available to sort of listening to what is happening in class. They're more available in their mind to engage in a conversation, to listen, to process. And so a lot of teachers and educators have told us that doing mindfulness activities, काफी बार they choose different times to do it. काफी बार teachers class के beginning में करते हैं, काफी teachers class के end में करते हैं, काफी teachers class के बीच में भी करते हैं, to give them sort of a break. So it can be done at any time. It can only be done for a minute, 2 minutes, or 5 minutes, depending वो practical क्या है आपके context में. And it can be anything. यहाँ पे images है, stretching के या yoga के. It could be really any sort of activity. You can even ask them to think about a particular thing. You can do a guided visualization or a meditation. It could be really anything that you feel comfortable doing for a couple of minutes. And lastly, the other thing that we feel has been useful in a school context or in contexts of organizations working in the space of education is to have protected time and resources available to talk. जब भी मैं resources, मैंने ये शब्द resource use किया है, and what I mean from that is having people also available, but having the space also available बात करने के लिए. So it's not like, for example, आपने check-in किया, check-in में किसी बच्चे ने बोला कि मुझे बहुत anxiety महसूस हो रही है, and then later on अगर this child wants to come and talk to you, he can't come to the staff room maybe and talk to you because there are too many other people. He doesn't want everybody else to listen. So if there is a proper allocated time and space that makes it, which is safe, it makes it very easy. So in fact, in one of the schools that we visited in Ahmedabad called Riverside, they actually have, उनके स्कूल में स्टाफ रूम है ही नहीं. It's called a quiet room, and वो quiet room में teachers भी जा सकते हैं, admin के people भी जा सकते हैं, students भी जा सकते हैं. It's just a space, a quiet time, and students often go there and have one-on-one conversations with teachers. So it could be anything, any space and time, but it has to be something that is protected, that is private, that is confidential, which sort of encourages conversation if there is something that the child would like to, or the student would like to talk about. So these are the couple of things that, we thought about just as an immediate that people can start probably, implementing in their contexts, because they don't really require too much material. There are different ways and you can do it. Even if you just start thinking of it and seeing whether you can implement it once in a while in your class or in the larger school context, it's just something for you to think about and take back. Okay, and before we move on, just to keep in mind that ये एक ripple effect होता है. Sorry, I don't know the Hindi word for ripple, but जैसे हम दरिया में, when we throw a stone, हम पत्थर, डालते हैं पानी में, वो जो ripples जो आते हैं, and it's really like that, because in order to take care of the mental health of the children that we work with, it's really important to take care of your own mental health. Only then will you be able to take care of the mental health of other people. And if any of y'all have had that experience of traveling by an airplane, वो पहले जब वो instructions देते हैं वहाँ पे भी बोलते हैं कि पहले आप अपना ऑक्सीजन मास्क पहनिए और फिर बच्चों पे ऑक्सीजन मास्क डालिए, because it's really important. अगर आप ही breathe नहीं कर पा रहे हो, it's going to be really hard to sort of take care of your child who's not able to breathe. So just simple things to keep in mind that yes, the mental health of children that we work with is really, really important, but equally important is your own mental health. And it's really important for you to start thinking about that and taking time out to sort of nurture that and take care of that.
Thank you, Shaman. And हम यहाँ से transition कर रहे हैं अगले हिस्से and the last part of what we are going to talk about. मेरी एक friend है जो चोपड़ा, जो लतिका रॉय फाउंडेशन देहरादून में की फाउंडर और CEO हैं, और वो कहती हैं कि when you make things better for the most vulnerable children, then you make things better for everyone. तो हिंदी में मैं अनुवाद करने की कोशिश करती हूँ कि सबसे जो मैं कमजोर शब्द नहीं इस्तेमाल करना चाहती हूँ, लेकिन वल्नरेबल का मैं और कुछ शब्द ढूंढ रही हूँ. एनीवन प्रोवाइड अ वर्ड फॉर मी फॉर वल्नरेबल इन हिंदी? मतलब जिन बच्चों को हम सबसे ज्यादा प्रोटेक्शन की या सहारे की जरूरत है, वंचित. ओके, जिन बच्चों को सबसे ज्यादा वंचित बच्चे हैं, उनकी जब हम ख्याल रखते हैं, जब हम सोचते हैं कि इनकी ख्याल कैसे रखी जाए, तो बाकी सारे बच्चों को फायदा होता है. So then you make things better for everybody. And what I'm going to do is to talk about some of the most vulnerable children. जो मेरे दिल के सबसे करीब हैं वो हैं children with disabilities, यानी कि जिन बच्चों को विकलांगता है. मैं उन बच्चों को vulnerable समझती हूँ, but this could be children who live in tribal areas, या ऐसे बच्चे जो सबसे economically backward society या economically weakest section से हैं. ये कोई भी बच्चे हो सकते हैं, लेकिन remember that we are talking about the most vulnerable children and populations. So what I wanted to show you is that ये जब pandemic हुआ, when this pandemic happened, it widened the gap, the existing gap between the haves and the have-nots. जो कमजोर पहले से थे वो ज्यादा कमजोर हुए, जो गरीब पहले से थे वो ज्यादा गरीब हुए. जिन बच्चों को पहले से इंटरनेट नहीं था उनको और भी कम एक्सेस मिली. The teachers who didn't get training got even less training during this time, and the children with disability got even poorer educational access than those who didn't. So I think this was the tragedy of the pandemic and education, and I want us to keep that in mind. And yet I was blown away by this picture. शायद आप लोगों में से सबने देखा हुआ था ये फोटोग्राफ, कि यहाँ पे तो कोई इंटरनेट नहीं है और बच्चों 80% ऑफ दिस पॉपुलेशन हैड नो सेल फोन एक्सेस, ना ही सेल फोन थी. फिर भी सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग और मास्क के साथ और एक लाउड स्पीकर के साथ ये जनाब अपने क्लासेस चला रहे हैं और ये इंश्योर कर रहे हैं कि इन बच्चों को किसी न किसी तरीके से कोई ना कोई एजुकेशन मिल रहा है और क्वालिटी एजुकेशन मिल रहा है. सो ये जुगाड़ वाली बात है. And that he worked out something during this time that worked for these children. So similarly, I want to talk about the fact कि अगर आपके क्लास में ऐसे बच्चे हैं या आपके संस्था में ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिनको डिसेबिलिटीज हैं, जिनके घर में सेल फोन का एक्सेस नहीं है, जिनके पेरेंट्स पढ़े लिखे ना हो और उस वजह से वंचित हैं, हमें ये सोचने की जरूरत है कि हमारे पास फिर कौन सी एक्सपर्टीज है. ना काउंसलर है, ना स्पेशल एजुकेटर हैं, तो फिर मैं क्या करूं. लेकिन जो लोग एक्सपर्ट्स, वाकई एक्सपर्ट्स हैं अपनी जिंदगी के बारे में, who are the true experts? The experts are the child and the family on their lives, right? So just as you all gave us the collective wisdom in a room, right? I heard things that I hadn't heard before, and Shamin heard things that she hadn't heard before. And we are taking back from this group the expertise to other groups, right? So same way, if you have children and families, that's all you need to gather expertise. Remember that families are the experts on their child's life. जब मैं स्कूल से के पास जाके बोलती हूँ कि क्या फैमिलीज को इन्वॉल्व करना जरूरी है, वो बोलते हैं, टीचर्स हमेशा बोलते हैं हाँ बहुत जरूरी है. और जब मैं पूछती हूँ क्यों, तो वो कहते हैं ताकि जो हम स्कूल में सिखाते हैं वो घर में फॉलो अप करें. तो ये वन डायरेक्शन की सोच है कि स्कूल में ज्ञान मिलता है और घर में पेरेंट्स फॉलो अप करेंगे. और उल्टा कोई सोचता नहीं है कि जो घर में एक्सपर्टीज है, जो घर में पेरेंट्स बच्चों को इतनी अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं, क्या वो हम इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं? कैन वी एज एजुकेटर्स यूज द एक्सपर्टीज दैट फैमिलीज हैव अबाउट देयर लाइफ एंड अबाउट देयर चिल्ड्रन? So just keep that in mind. It's a practice philosophy and we can partner with them. The thing is, especially for children with disabilities, very often the models of disability are कि हाय बेचारे बच्चे, इनको कुछ नहीं आता, ये जो बच्चे विकलांग हैं ये क्या जानेंगे, हमें इनको हेल्प करना पड़ेगा. It's a charity model or a deficit model कि ये बच्चे टूटे हुए हैं किसी तरीके से और हमें इन्हें जोड़ने की या सही करने की जरूरत है, right? There's a power imbalance here. But I think it is possible to change that if we shift how we think about children. And in the next few minutes, I want to show you how. One of the things that we have done, our team, our mental health team and our school outreach team has done, is that we have created parent support groups within schools and outside schools. तो ये पेरेंट सपोर्ट ग्रुप्स ऐसे हैं खास करके फॉर द मोस्ट वल्नरेबल चिल्ड्रन विद डिसेबिलिटीज, एंड व्हाट वी डन इज उनके समूह बनाए हैं हमने, पेरेंट्स के समूह, और पेरेंट्स डिसाइड करते हैं कि हम एक दूसरे के साथ किस चीज के बारे में बात करना चाहते हैं. Do we want to talk about how do we get more support in school? Do we talk about financial planning about our children? Do we talk about fun for our children? क्या हमारे बच्चे सारे टाइम पढ़ते ही रहेंगे? उनको मजे का हक नहीं है क्या? किस तरीके से उन्हें मजा दिलाएं? So these are the kinds of conversations that parents decided that they want. And even before the lockdown, these parents used to meet like this at Umeed. And you can see they are from different socioeconomic strata, different religious backgrounds, different sometimes even languages. और वो मिलते थे और वो एक दूसरे के साथ शेयर करते थे अपने खुद की एक्सपर्टीज. जब लॉकडाउन हुआ, हमने इन्हीं पेरेंट्स को रीच आउट किया कि अब आप लोग क्या कर रहे हैं. Just like you guys shared with us your own expertise in terms of how you're taking care of each other, पेरेंट्स ने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स में और फोन कॉल्स में हमारे साथ शेयर किया. हमने यही समूह लाइव नहीं कर पा रहे थे, लेकिन व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स में और चैट ग्रुप्स में हमने समूह बनाए और उसके जरिए पेरेंट्स ने मिलके एक डॉक्यूमेंट बनाया कॉल्ड नो सरप्राइजेस. इट्स कॉल्ड आर जुगाड़. और दिस बुक इज क्रिएटेड एक्चुअली इन हिंदी एंड इन इंग्लिश, and the parents did it themselves. It was done by one of our therapists, Raviraj Shetty. And it was curated by him and our illustrator Ananya Parekh. And this is what the parents had to say. Our jugad, our ways of taking care of ourselves. In taking care of our children and our family, we forget to take care of ourselves. But many a times we do many little things that are important for us because they are our jugads. And we are the mothers of disabled children. So this is the mothers who made it themselves and they wrote this themselves. This is an example of one of the things they did, like having conversations with our friends about what matters to us. Even crying is a jugad, right? The release that you feel after crying, they shared that with each other. कभी-कभी रोने के बाद इतना हल्का महसूस होता है कि हम सोचते हैं कि हम दबा के क्यों रखते हैं, रोते क्यों नहीं हैं, right? So it could be something as simple as that. And there is a series of pages that follow. And then they shared it with other parents and said, these are our jugads, add to it. आप भी add कीजिए, आपके क्या हैं, right? So this was done by parents of children with disabilities, and you can do this also in your organization. Another example I want to give you is of children or young adults. This is Sanket. He is someone I have known since he was 3 years old. He has muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy का ये मतलब है कि समय होते होते संकेत के चलने फिरने की शक्ति कम होती जाती है. He is today wheelchair bound, but that doesn't hold him back. वो अभी साइकोलॉजी पढ़ रहा है और वो थेरेपिस्ट बनना चाहता है. He is a huge cricket fan और वो क्रिकेट देखता ही नहीं है, क्रिकेट खेलता है अपने व्हीलचेयर में. और अभी वो युवा करके एक संस्था में काम करता है यूनिसेफ के लिए, जो और वो भारत में 22 युवा हैं जो जरूरी इश्यूज के बारे में बात करते हैं और वो उनमें से एक है. एंड दिस डिडंट हैपन ओवरनाइट. दिस हैपेंड बिकॉज ही हैड एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू बी पार्ट्स ऑफ ग्रुप्स लाइक दिस. This is a group of young people who got together at Umeed on one day, which was World Mental Health Awareness Day. इसमें आप देखेंगे कि संकेत अपनी मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में बात करता है और वो कोई मतलब उसने उस वक्त साइकोलॉजी नहीं पढ़ी थी, ये नहीं था कि किसी ने उसको कोई ज्ञान दिया था. ये इसकी अंदरूनी एक्सपर्टीज और नॉलेज है. एंड I'd like you to hear what he says.
डिप्रेशन है या एंजाइटी प्रॉब्लम है तो उसका मेंटल हेल्थ खराब नहीं है, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर किसी का डिप्रेशन ना है तो उसका मेंटल हेल्थ खराब है. हमारे सबके जिंदगी में कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा फेज आता है जब हम कुछ चीज़ों के वजह से स्ट्रेस में होते हैं, और स्ट्रेस में होना कोई बुरी बात नहीं है, क्योंकि आप उसी चीज़ से कई नई चीज़ें सीख सकते हो.
So you can see that he was normalizing being stressed or being anxious. And in the situation that he is in now, he still experiences anxiety or sadness, but he knows that it's okay to seek help. कि वो जानता है कि इसके बारे में बात करना कोई शर्मिंदगी की चीज नहीं है. वो अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ, दोस्तों के साथ, और कई बार ऐसे होता है कि बच्चे बड़ों के साथ नहीं बात करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन ऐसे अगर युवक हो स्कूल में, युवा ग्रुप हो या समूह हो आपके स्कूल में, आपकी संस्था में, और मैंने बहुत सारे स्कूल्स देखे हैं जहाँ पे वो एक PSG बनाते हैं, पीयर सपोर्ट ग्रुप, और उस पीयर सपोर्ट ग्रुप को थोड़ा सपोर्ट दिया जाता है कि ऐसी इस प्रकार की चीजें सुनने से आपको एस्केलेट करना पड़ेगा. अगर ऐसे कोई हो जो अपना जान लेना चाहते हैं या ऐसे कोई डेंजरस सिचुएशन मालूम पड़े तो आप इसको एस्केलेट कर सकते हो टू अ प्रोफेशनल, लेकिन फर्स्ट पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट कैन बी यूथ मेंबर्स. So this is another example that I wanted to give you of how we can use the expertise of youth. The last thing that I want to call out or talk a little bit about is that a few weeks ago, जब ये बात हो रही थी कि schools अक्टूबर में खुलने वाले हैं, I attended something called COVID Dialogues, which was organized by JPAL. And उसमें प्रथम फाउंडेशन की रुक्मिनी बैनर्जी थी, और उन्होंने ये कहा कि वैसे ही हमारे बच्चों के पढ़ाई लिखाई की हालत कोई खास नहीं है. We already know from the ASAR surveys that nearly 50% of students in grade 5 are not able to read a grade 2 paragraph. तो वो ये कह रही थी कि let's remember the C's, that when children come back, at that time they were saying October, I don't know when it's going to be now, but when children come back, let's use it as an opportunity to celebrate that we're back in school, we are back together. The second C was connect. Connect with the students, find out what they know, what they don't know. The third C is to catch up, find out what is the level of the student and how do you get the child to catch up in their studies. But what I really wanted us to commit to, कि जब schools खुलेंगे या schools खुलने से पहले यही नहीं कि आप celebrate करें या connect करें या catch up करें, हमारी जो ये समूह है 70 लोगों की आज, हम ये commitment करें that we will add the fourth C, that we will create a safe space for children to talk about their mental health, to talk about what's going on in their minds, what's going on in their hearts, because that is equally important. I want to leave you with this film from the Dalai Lama Foundation to think about that.
When a child is born, we do everything we can to protect them, nurture them, love them. A child's heart and mind are fragile. As they grow, we want to teach them everything we know. We send them to school to fill their minds with wonderful knowledge, to give them the tools they need for life. At school, they get a taste of what things are like in the world outside. There is friendship, romance, disappointment, embarrassment, discrimination, and bullying. But are the tools we give them enough to prepare them for this world? We have an enormous responsibility and an amazing opportunity. If we truly want to prepare them for the world outside, we must also educate the heart. Because to navigate the world outside with compassion, acceptance, and tolerance, we need to teach them compassion, acceptance, and tolerance. This can begin in our schools, and it can start today. It can happen at hockey practice, dance class, at day camps, and music lessons. And it's already happening around the world with astonishing results. If we want our children to grow into socially and emotionally capable young people, we must ask for a balanced education that puts importance on educating both the mind and the heart.
If you have experienced what it's like to talk about mental health, share with someone, you want to take care of other people's mental health and well-being as well. This is what Shaman and I were talking about, the ripple effect or the cascade effect is that if we take care of each other, our staff, that then reflects on to the children and the families that they care for as well.